about drinks, drink coffee, drink tea, without sugar, without sweetener, and yes, you can drink milk with it as well, if you can tolerate dairy. Concerning alcohol, go and look at video number 91 and 105 on my blog. Alcohol will absolutely influence your weight loss, and it will absolutely influence your uric acid in your body. Hence, gout might be a problem. Look at video number 105. So if you want to use alcohol, although it's not carnivore, just realize it will influence your weight loss, if weight loss is your goal. But it would be better to drink alcohol just with ice, without cold drink. Don't drink cold drinks, even if it's the zero type, because it will still keep your sweet tooth. And just realize that alcohol will also catch you quicker, because you are not consuming any fiber or carbohydrates. Your liver will metabolize alcohol first before it metabolize anything else. Go and look at video number 93 on my blog about fruit juice. Don't drink any fruit juice at all. The question was also further posed if you can drink red wine or white wine on the carnivore diet. And as I said, alcohol will absolutely influence you if weight loss is your goal. Your dry red and white seems to be low in carbohydrates, which would be a better choice than something like beer. Beer is absolutely a bad idea on the carnivore diet because of the carbohydrates. And as I said, hard liquor with ice seems to be the better choice without cold drink. So I'm not saying that alcohol is a good idea on the carnivore diet, but I do know that there are some carnivores that still use alcohol, but you should really consider that it does influence your weight loss and your health. It's not good for your liver. So the reason why you don't want to drink cold drinks of any sort, or any sweet tastes for that matter, is because you go to all the trouble of doing the carnivore diet, but then you drink cold drinks. You put sweet tastes in your mouth. If you drink cold drinks with sugar in it, you will take yourself right out of ketosis, and that is the whole point. We want to stay in ketosis with a carnivore diet. So also, when you put sweet taste in your mouth, you keep your cravings, and so you will still be sweet tooth addicted, sweet taste addicted, carbohydrate addicted. So many people struggle with that, and that's the reason why they fail on their diets, because they keep on drinking cold drinks of any sort. So when we talk about zero type of cold drinks, the so-called low carbohydrate type of cold drinks, zero sugar cold drinks, they have acesulfame in them, they have sucralose in them, they have aspartame in them. These kinds of things have challenges of their own, although they are low carbohydrate in nature, those type of cold drinks. The acesulfame and the sucralose is 200 times and 600 times sweeter than sugar. So you are still sweet tooth addicted, sweet taste addicted, carbohydrate addicted because of the sweetness. So in the phallic phase of insulin, with other words, when you put the sweet taste in your mouth, there's still an influence on your digestive tract, And it's been proven that sweet taste in rats does influence the gut bacteria. So although it's not sugar, the sweet taste itself does influence the gut bacteria. So although it might not take you out of although it might not raise your sugar levels, many people say, oh, it does not raise my sugar levels. But the point is you are still sweet taste addicted. So that is something to consider. Why are we so strict about that? Because many people would blame the diet if they fail. But did they follow the diet correctly? Did they follow the advice correctly? Because we were not there to follow them strictly and saw or see what they ate and what they drank, what kind of drinks were involved. So these are the things that you should absolutely consider and make a strong decision about how serious you are with your carnivore diet and in relation with what you drink. So to summarize, drink coffee and tea and water. Drink your coffee and tea with milk if you prefer, and drink it without sugar or without sweetness. Just as a matter of interest, acesulfame and aspartame has cancer links, although it is approved by the FDA in America. But there is a frequently asked question about sweetness on this YouTube page that you can also listen to about xylitol. The other natural sweetener that I was referring to is stevia. So it's also a plant alcohol, and so just because it's natural does not mean that it's necessarily good for you. It's a bad idea to use them, so don't use them. And always look at the labels when you want to buy products, like cold drinks. Read the labels and make an informed decision whether that will benefit you or not. And in most cases, it's better to don't buy that cold drink, even if it says 0. Another interesting fact is, just because something says it's 0 does not always mean that. 0 sugar means 0 table sugar. And they might add high fructose corn syrup, which is twice as potent as real sugar, and it's very cheap to put into products. They normally don't put that in 0 type cold drinks, but in other products they can put it and they can still say 0 sugar, because there are no table sugar in that particular product. But be mindful of that. It is question number 25 about the artificial and natural sweetness on this frequently asked playlist. Concerning milk, milk is one of the first things that you should be mindful of, because you can pick up weight very easily with milk. But if you do drink milk, you should drink full cream milk. It's actually the fat part of milk that is good for you. That's why cream is better to use. Even cheese, but cheese does have carbohydrates in it, a little bit of carbohydrates. But yes, if you have food sensitivities, if you struggle, for instance, with sinus and phlegm and inflammation, you should cut out dairy. But if you can tolerate dairy, milk is one of the things that you can drink. But as I said, you should absolutely be mindful of gaining weight if you drink too much milk. if weight loss is your goal with the carnivore diet. Considering cheese, too much cheese can make you constipated, and too much cheese can let you gain weight as well. So that's also something to remember.